I want to welcome our graduating class of 2020 to our first ever online medallion ceremony. I also want to welcome all the parents and grandparents, spouses, siblings, and other loved ones of our graduates, along with our faculty and our staff, alumni, and fellow students. We always knew that the 20th anniversary class would be a particularly special one, but who knew it would be this special? As most of you know, my tagline for this year has been 20 years of impacting lives, and we're just getting started. Little did I know that what we would be starting would be social distancing and remote education. But here we are. We have some wonderful speakers lined up for you today, so I'm going to keep my remarks short and focused on one theme, and that theme is resilience. You are a remarkably resilient group of students, and you've lost many things that you were planning on over the past 8 to 10 weeks. Those losses are very real, and I want to acknowledge them first and foremost today. But I also want to point out that it's out of loss that we build our resilience. When Sheryl Sandberg spoke at Virginia Tech in 2017, it was just 2 years after she'd lost her husband. And as she put it, the most important thing I learned is that we are not born with a certain amount of resilience. It's a muscle, and that means we can build it. We build resilience into ourselves, we build resilience into the people we love, and we build it, most importantly, together as a community. I like to believe that although we're apart right now, the best part of the Wilkes Honors College is our remarkable collective and community resilience. We are a small community, but we're bonded together in ways that will hopefully serve us for the rest of our lives. This year, the Wilkes Honors College lost one of its most beloved members of our faculty and staff, Dr. Shri Kundalkar. Cancer ended Shri's life, but did not define her life. She ensured instead that her life would be defined by her accomplishments, her professionalism, her care for her students, and her love for her family. Every time I find myself getting a little bit down about what we're missing this semester, I think about Shri and how much she absolutely loved her job teaching here at the college. In turn, I remember how lucky I am to have a job like this, working with amazing students like you. My hope for all of you is that you're able to fill your lives with the sort of passion and kindness and purpose that my colleague Shri did. If you choose to do something that you love and you take the time to serve others while you're doing it, the chances are you're going to fulfill this hope many times over. The other commencement quote that seems particularly apt right now comes from Stephen Colbert's 2011 speech at Northwestern. Colbert was talking about his stint as an improv actor in Chicago when he got to the serious part of his speech, and he stated that life is an improvisation. You have no idea what's going to happen next, and you're mostly just making things up as you go along. I think that most of us teaching on Zoom or other platforms right now can attest to the truth of this. But the larger point is that you shouldn't be afraid to improvise. Your dreams and passions can and will evolve. If they don't, you're probably not doing it right. So be open to evolving with them. It's the best part of growing up and growing old and building your resilience. Finally, I just want to mention how proud I am of all of you. When I go out to brag about this college to potential donors and friends, I always come back to the theme of the American dream and how this college makes it possible. You represent that dream, and all of your faculty here are so proud to be a part of it. I'm very pleased to introduce our esteemed graduation speakers for the 2020 medallion ceremony. First, I asked my colleague and friend Chris Strain to say a few words. For those of you who don't know him, Professor Strain is a chair of social sciences and humanities, but also a professor of history and American studies. He's an expert on civil rights, hate crime, violence in the 1960s. Our second speaker was chosen by her classmates for today, Kenzie Woldcutter. When I asked her what she loves about the college, Kenzie replied that her favorite thing about attending the Wilkes Honors College was the ability to affect the world in a positive way and leave it better than when she came. The faculty and the students who teach here are the most passionate, kind, and loving people she's ever met. Finally, our last speaker is the 2020 Alumni of the Year winner, Michael Metzner. Dr. Metzner graduated from the Wilkes Honors College in 2012 as a Flagler Scholar with a double concentration in biological chemistry and visual arts. He completed the MD program at the University of Central Florida, and he served as the Vice Chairman of the National Committee of Bioethics and the Humanities at the American Medical Association. And he continued his postgraduate training as a general surgery resident at the University of Texas, San Antonio. In 2017, he was selected as the Medical Communications Fellow for ABC's Grey's Anatomy, the longest-running primetime medical drama in history, and he now serves as one of the medical advisors to the show, working full-time with the writers to help develop stories. Please welcome our speakers and congratulations to all of you graduates. And last but not least, I'd like to mention some of the students who have won awards this year. At our honors convocation for Florida Atlantic University, we had 3 students honored. Alyssa Payne was our University Scholar. Sunil Raju took the University Club Merit Award. And Vineet Reddy was named our Undergraduate Researcher of the Year. And for our Wilkes Honors College Awards, our outstanding first-year student is Brianna Hanley. Our outstanding sophomore is Hillary Moran. Our outstanding junior is Ken Kulchuk. Our outstanding senior is Abby Lenhart. Our Distinguished Service Award winner is Liza Lanzen. And our Distinguished Community Service Award goes to Kenzie Walcutter. Our outstanding scholar for the year at the Wilkes Honors College, Christy LaFlamme. Thank you all. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And take off your hat and throw it in the air now. Congratulations, class of 2020. And just when you thought you were done with me, I'm back. Hot off the presses, I have some of our nominations for Outstanding Thesis. Please join me in congratulating these following students for receiving the Outstanding Thesis Awards this year. Jeffrey Tern, nominated by Dr. Trevino and Wetterer. Christy LaFlamme, nominated by Dr. Chandrasekhar and Dr. Trevino. Abigail Chavez, nominated by Dr. Vernon and Dr. Dubois. Diana Torres, nominated by Dr. Claiborne and Dr. Carvelli. Olivia Dukram, nominated by Professor Luria and Dr. Harewood. Amber Davis, nominated by Professor Luria and Dr. Harewood. McKenna King, nominated by Dr. Moore and Dr. O'Brien. Tracy Vandenbroek, nominated by Dr. Nertagen and Dr. McGovern. Sarah Heyman, nominated by Dr. Bema and Dr. Lanning. Catherine Hernandez, nominated by Dr. Tunick and Dr. Bema. Emily Heathcock, nominated by Dr. O'Brien and Dr. Jakey. And finally, for the first time in the history of the college, I believe we have someone nominated for 2 different theses. Gianni Caroci was nominated by Dr. Ely and Dr. Steigenga, and he was also nominated by Dr. Tunick and Dr. Bema for his second thesis, and combined, those theses were close to 180 pages. Congratulations to all of you. Congratulations, graduates. Now you can throw your hat in the air if you still have it.